Live from snowy Lake Tahoe, California. Good morning, everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 121 on Wednesday, April 8th, 2015. 121. What does that mean? That means there's 121 gold nuggets out there on the internet for you to go and experience and gain massive amounts of knowledge and education to help you become successful in your independent business, your Swiss Gold Global business. I mean, isn't that awesome? I mean, that we would just give you all of that. What do you say, John?
Yeah, that is awesome. You know, how many of you will go back and search through the past hangouts for those gold nuggets? Because what's beautiful about these gold nuggets is that they're brought to you every Monday and Wednesday and Friday mornings live and for free. So happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the hangout. Wow, I'm seeing some snow behind Paul, and look at this behind me, a beautiful sunny day. I'm at a park, sort of. On location today because Paul and I have recently closed on a property out in Avondale, Arizona, and I've got my cleaning crew that I set up out here, about six, including me, 5 guys out here doing a cleanup today. So I've got to kind of monitor things and be around in case they need tools or questions or something along those lines. But I'm so dedicated to these hangouts that I've decided to take the show on the road today and broadcast from this beautiful, sunny Avondale, Arizona location. And I saw that snow behind you, Paul, up in Tahoe.
Yep. Yeah, winter
Nice
finally arrived in April. Winter finally arrived in April for Tahoe. We had no snow all winter long, and now we get 10 inches on April 8th.
I know, it's crazy. I will point out this one thing, and then we can jump into today's materials. I grew up in New York. I just turned 37 a month ago, and I moved out of New York when I was 25. I won't get into all the details, but the year I left New York, I left in August, but it had snowed up until the end of April. Right at the end of April, it snowed about 1.5 feet, and that was one of the deciding factors of getting the hell out of there, was the fact that I was just so sick of the snow. And I'm like, it's the end of April. What's going on here? I'm going to go find greener pastures. So fast forward 12 years, and here I am in beautiful sunny Arizona where it never snows. And I hope to never deal with that snow again, except for a vacation. But Paul, why don't you just tell people a little bit about vacation and what Swiss Gold Global can do for them as far as allowing more vacations. And Paul's kind of what we term here in Arizona as a snowbird, because he spends most of his winters down here in Phoenix and only goes up to Tahoe every couple months for a few weeks. And he's got a home there and he's got a condo here. So I think one of the reasons that's possible for Paul is because of multiple streams of income and having alternative sources than selling his hours away for money at an hourly job.
Absolutely. Multiple streams of income, and just what we've been talking about on our real estate hangouts, another very important key factor to having the ability to work remotely is systems, massive, awesome systems. And that's really what Swiss Gold Global is all about. It's a perfectly formulated system that all you have to do is step in and fill one little missing piece to the puzzle and start putting it all together to start building your own, chunk of passive income. Basically passive income being, money that comes in from, what I like to call it is do something once and get paid forever money. And that's really what you have the opportunity to build here. And speaking of which, I want to show, I think John might like to see this right here in the website. Where are we at here? Precious metals. We're in precious metals. Oh, am I not screen sharing? That would help if I would screen share this, wouldn't it?
It would. And then lock the screen, because there's a lot of wind and noise that might be flashing the screens back and forth.
Okay, let's see here. I got to come back here. I got to go here. I got
How's
it.
my streaming, by the way? Because I'm using a mobile hotspot. Am I breaking up, or is my voice coming through clear?
Not at all.
It's
So,
working out good.
yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
So here we are in the My Precious Metals area of the website. I clicked on here to My Precious Metals. It opens up this little window right here. I made a little visit to this area yesterday, and I just wanted to think something that John will get a little excited about because of what he sees right here and right here.
Oh, yes. A little commission coming my way now.
Yes, you may have a little, you might have one of those little emails that says you just got paid. Yeah, thought I would share that with the people out there. The fact that, hey, something that I did, John had absolutely nothing to do with it. And he's going to get an email that says, you got paid. Isn't that awesome?
It is.
Yep. You didn't have to do anything for that. Well, you did have to do something, but you did it once and you will be paid forever. That's what this is all about. Do something once and get paid forever. All he did was one time, he signed me up, and now he gets paid forever whenever I go in there and make myself a gold purchase or a silver purchase. Pretty awesome. So where were we last week on the on this? Oh wait a minute, I'm on the wrong page here again. There we go.
You're going to your notes. Well, I know we were kind of pointing out the My Business Center, showing people the different training programs for getting started, because we wanted to turn Fridays into Facebook Fridays, because we are strong believers in that social media and networking through social media is a fantastic, phenomenal way to reach a lot of people. And that's kind of where we left off. But we're really, Paul, there's so many awesome things on this website. I mean, if you just want to take us to something that you've been recently looking at yourself to point out, and I know they update it, and it seems like every day I'm on here and each week we go to tell somebody about a particular part of the website, they've updated and upgraded. So
Yeah, exactly. So actually, I haven't been here since last week when we were working in this my training and resources area. But
I have to step away from the computer for 1 minute to bring the guys the sledgehammer and the crowbar. So I'll be right back.
Let's just take a look at this getting started area, see if they've made any new changes and updates here. It looks like we still have Claudia Efert giving the quick start training video, short presentation on paper. We have something here. We have a product presentation here given by TB, and we have an opportunity presentation here also given by TB. And then we have the understand how your business works. This is interesting. PDF MP3. I don't know if this, what is this here? Is this the Own Your Life plan? Let's see here. Okay, that must be the first 4 chapters, or is it the whole book? I think it's just the first 4 chapters. Yeah, it's just the first 4 chapters. So this here is your first 4 chapters of it's a PDF version or an MP3 version. That's interesting. I'll have to listen to that. But you have a PDF version of the first 4 chapters of the book, which is a great way to get somebody started in talking about joining as a independent business owner, is by getting them to read the first 4 chapters of the Don Fela book, the 45-second presentation, which is indeed the training manual, which I have right here next to me. Then we have my dashboard, which over here we have, what do we have in my dashboard? Earnings. Okay, this is gift certificates, business. This is all about your business area, of course. What's going on with your business. Your team genealogy. This is where you have your family tree, shows who's in your downline. It doesn't really give you who's in your upline, which I think they should add that. My commissions and bonuses right here is where you would go to look and see how much money you've been making this last month. My communication center, as we talked about, this is a place where right here within the website, You can speak to all the people in your team. You can send emails and whatnot directly to them, and you can communicate back and forth. And then where we ended up the other day was here in trainings and resources. And down in here, we were talking about, what do we have here? Affiliate training and action plan, online training. That's what we were talking about the other day. Building your business through social media. Then we have the Own Your Life training recording. So this is, I think, Don Fela going through the Own Your Life plan book. Very interesting. Need to
It's
listen
awesome,
to that.
actually.
Have you heard of some of that?
I've listened to probably 3/4 of what's there. And then each week when we do our Mondays, when we talk about the book, it's a great little refresher before we get into the Monday trainings, because he just like lays it out and expands on the concepts of the book and really feeds my mind with a lot of ideas on how to present that material. So that's I feel a must.
Cool. And then we have this Association of Network Marketing Professionals resources. I have not been in here yet. I don't know what's in there, but that's something that I definitely want to start looking at. And then these tools and resources, I'm wondering if they've done some updates in here. I'm going to take a look at this real quick.
Yes.
Aha. Welcome to your tools and resources. Here you can access a complete collection of tools for your Swiss School Global business. This looks like Meet Swiss School. This looks like some of that stuff we were talking about that we actually have printed out. Video presentations, documentation, presentation tools. Okay, this is cool. This is new, and we're definitely.
I have not seen this yet myself.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get into this maybe next week. Come in here and take a look around and see what we got for people in there. So for right now, I'm going to go back to where we were, though, where we left off, which was in the social media. Building your business through the social media, online training, social media. And this is where we were talking about what we have available to us in here. So, John, why don't you kind of give us a little overview of this?
Okay, well, we've been talking about it for a couple weeks now about turning Fridays in our Freedom Fridays into a Facebook Fridays, because I feel that the social media outlets, if you will, the Facebooks, the LinkedIn, the Google Plus, all that kind of stuff is a very powerful form of communication in today's society. Facebook on a monthly basis will have 1.27 billion unique users on a monthly basis. So on a monthly basis, over 1.27 billion. I don't know why that's a tongue twister for me. It's not that difficult. People are on Facebook. Unique, different people are on Facebook on a monthly basis. And I just looked up that statistic about a week ago. And the last time, about a month and a half before I just looked at it, it was 1.2. So it's constantly, new users are constantly coming on to Facebook. And they are presenting a way to use attraction marketing in a way that doesn't seem salesy. And the key word is salesy. You don't want to seem like a salesperson when you're using Facebook to promote any business. And basically, Claudia does a fantastic job in these trainings to lay out everything from A to Z to use Facebook as a way to attract people to the Swiss Gold Global business, starting basically with the kind of people you want to hunt for, search for, and become friends with on Facebook. And I've been doing this for almost 2 years for my real estate business, is friending realtors, friending investors, private money lenders, everything that has to do with real estate, and building a repertoire of friends. And I've actually made a few contacts from my real estate business through Facebook, and not even really trying to market specifically, but just friending people involved in my field. And then I post, well, I don't even have to post. I'm part of a lot of groups that post on my page about self-development or real estate or different things like that. And I'll get comments and likes, and then private messages from people that like me or like something about my page and want to know more about what I do. Then the idea had struck me, kind of funny story. that, hey, this might work for Swiss Gold Global. And I started coming up with this idea that I pitched to Paul, that I said, if you can make 5,000 Facebook friends, and out of that, you find 20 who want to sign up and become part of Swiss Gold Global. I know the book talks about 5, but this is a different realm. That book's about 20, almost 30 years old. Facebook is a whole new realm that wasn't even conceived in the minds of men back when the Don Falia system of finding 5 belly-to-belly people to do business with. This is a whole new medium that I think can blow up your business. So I started coming up with this idea of how you can use Facebook to find 5,000 friends. And out of that 5,000, if you can just get 20 of them to sign up for Swiss Gold Global, that's less than half of 1% of 5,000 is 20. And when they sign up, you teach them exactly what you did on Facebook to find them. And if they each find 20, well, me and Paul play with those numbers, and they're ridiculously astronomical. The amount of money. So keep it simple. Friend 1,500 people to find your 5, or friend 1,000 people to find your 5. So with that being said, the reason this story is kind of funny is, as I started to get this idea, all of a sudden I get this email to join Claudia for Swiss Gold Global Training, where she's going to specifically break down Facebook. So this system and this way of approach was something that I started to conceive and thought I would have to develop. Here's the amazing part about being part of network marketing. I don't have to develop it. It's right here in these 7 trainings.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the awesome thing is, and that's sort of the power of the mastermind right there. Even though you guys weren't even in the same country, on the same side of the earth, you sent out the message that there's a way to do this on Facebook, and boom, look at that. There's a way to do this on Facebook delivered to you.
Right. And, I just want to point out that you're going to want to go through this whole thing, because she goes from how to, what kind of keywords you're looking for when you're friending people. She has about 8 categories of people, from people who are involved with network marketing to people who are unhappy with the business they're in with network marketing, to realtors, to life insurance agents, to the single mom, to Joe Schmo, and she's breaking it down to how to find people according to keywords. So you send the friend request. Then she has it scripted out on how to have a private message conversation, get the conversation started, and then how to take that conversation and convert it into a closing, which is the closing being them calling you up on the phone, or so that you can walk them through and get them signed up for Swiss Gold Global. She takes you from A to Z and shows you the complete thing from finding the person. You don't have to think for yourselves here, people. You just need to follow her script, and it's pretty awesome. The only differing viewpoint that I have, and I think Paul would agree with me, between what she presents there and what I feel, is that I feel that social media, social networking is the future of network marketing. She's an old school person, and I do not totally disagree. I don't disagree at all. The best way to do business, of course, is belly to belly with people that you already know, that are already in your sphere of influence, that you have direct contact with, you can sit with face to face, belly to belly, or over the phone, is the best way to do business, hands down. I agree 100%. But I think this system has even more power than the producers of this system even realize. And I'm going to point out the fact that you have single moms that spend the day at home, after they get their chores done, or in between chores, or in between a breastfeeding, if they've got a kid, they're on social media constantly. Single moms, to me, is a great target audience to introduce Swiss Gold Global to, because they can utilize the Facebook, something they're already on most of their day, that they enjoy, they feel comfortable, and you show them how to use Facebook and monetize it to build their own business from home, so they can be at home taking care of the kids, doing the chores, and everything else that it requires. And being a stay-at-home mom, I will say, is hard work. And but be able to actually create an income while working from home as a single mother. And I think that that's powerful. But not only that, most everybody out there nowadays has a Facebook profile, 1.27 billion users. And it's not going to take a lot to get someone to use this system, because it's not really something that's going to require them to step too far out of their comfort zone. And the main reason most people fail at network marketing is because they're having to get out of their comfort zone, and they're not good at that. So this, to me, is going to be an extremely powerful way to build an organization. And that's why we're going to start breaking these down on Fridays.
Yep, absolutely. You saw where I just went to, and I opened up the first link there, and it goes to a 42-minute video. Basically starts out right there with that little page. It just says, hey, Facebook has all the tools to build a social network empire right there. And it does. It's got everything that you need right there to work the system. So, we're pretty much out of time here, and I just wanted to point out that area today because, as we mentioned the other day, look at that first video, that first 42-minute video. We are going to be here on Friday, which is not just Facebook Friday. It's still freedom. It's freedom. It's freedom through Facebook Friday. So we're going to be there on Friday. We're going to be discussing that first, some of the elements of that first video. So make sure you get over there and take a look at that. Watch that first 42-minute video and be here on Friday to kind of go through what we see there. And I imagine, I haven't seen the video yet. I missed the actual online live trainings that were presented on that. So I would imagine that, knowing John and I, we'll probably get through about the first 10 minutes of the video, and it'll take about 4 sessions to run through the 45-minute piece, because I'm sure there's a lot of information in there, and there's probably a lot of key elements that really need to be brought to your attention and shown that, hey, this is a very important piece and why. So with that, I'm going to sign us out of here. John, go ahead and give us the prayer and take it home.
All right. Well, I ask the universe not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to make better use of the riches that have been given to me at birth, through the power to control and to direct my own mind to whatever ends I may desire. And my desire is to build a phenomenally large Swiss Gold Global empire right here in the United States, because this is a ground floor opportunity. It's huge in the rest of the world. We're planting the seeds here in the States, and there's a lot of room for growth. It's something that the market's not saturated with, and I urge you to join our team. Let Paul and I coach you. Let us be here for you. Let's mind map. Let's brainstorm and mastermind together, and let's conquer the United States for Swiss Gold Global and get rich in the process. So